The best way to reach any goal is to learn from someone who's done it. And in this video, I am going to talk about why hiring a coach might be one of life's best shortcuts. Because if you're working with the right coach who's been there, done that, that might be, without a doubt, the fastest way to success in your career coaching business. So I am going to talk about how, for me, hiring a coach has been the best way for me to scale, grow my business, to reach a business that's more profitable, impactful, and scalable. I'm going to talk about how I worked with a coach to help me write a book, why working with a coach helped me 5x my revenue in less than 3 months, and why working with a coach has helped me avoid some of the biggest pitfalls that we're about to make, that if it wasn't for that call with that coach, it would have cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. And those stories and more is what this video is about. And if we have not yet met, my name is Daniel Botero and I am the founder of Opni. I've been a career coach for over 10 years and I make videos like this to help fellow career coaches like myself build more profitable, scalable, and impactful businesses. And I wanted to share this not only on why you should consider hiring a coach, but this is also going to be an amazing video for you to share and understand how to sell the idea of coaching to job seekers. Because if there's one thing I came to the conclusion after 10 years of career coaching, is that most people who work in corporate America have a hard time investing in themselves and hiring a career coach. We know that hiring people to help you accomplish big goals like buying a house, we use a realtor, or planning for retirement, we use a financial advisor, or getting in shape, we use a personal trainer, and those are normalized. But when people are looking for a job, less than 10% of them are using career coaches. So if we can elaborate why hiring a career coach or why hiring a coach in general is probably one of the best things that you can do for yourselves to help you accomplish the goal, then you're going to increase your sales. So let this video be an example. So let's talk about the 3 main reasons why I believe that hiring a coach is a no-brainer of a strategy. Number 1, they've walked your path. Like you see, the life is a trade-off of time and money. And life is really like a video game. There's levels to this. There's levels to your fitness. There's a level to your marriage. There's a level to your business, right? And when you are learning directly for someone who's been there, done that, someone who understands what is the journey that you are embarked in, and they can help you avoid some of those pitfalls, they have a bird's eye view, then that's going to be super helpful. You see, let me give you a story, an example of this and how this was helpful to me. I left my corporate job at PepsiCo in 2018 and I didn't have a business plan. I said, hey, I'm going to go coaching. I'm going to be a professional speaker. And I didn't have a way to monetize my business just yet. I just thought I was going to be a public speaker. And I started selling a course on helping college students how to get jobs. And I was found my way to finally making some money. It took me about 2 years, 2.5 years to start making some revenue. But I had plateaued around $3,000 a month. And to me, I thought that was good. I was making $36,000. I was able to pay my bills. It wasn't great. I definitely took a pay cut from my corporate job, but at least I felt like, okay, I am on the right track. So I finally felt like it took me 2-3 years too long to hire my first coach. But I hired a coach, his name is Alex Kuhn, and Alex really quickly helped me 5x my revenue in 3 months. And that sounds like really outrageous claim. And I'm going to explain to you how he did it, because it's maybe this can just save you the fee of what I paid Alex. One of the things is that I was charging for my program $500 to help somebody get a job. And to me, that was a lot of money, because that's what a lot of my prospects or leads were telling me, like, hey, Daniel, that is a lot of money. But after talking to Alex, and Alex being a coach himself and him building his business to over 7 figures and help him working with other coaches all from all the industries, he quickly helped me understand that I was dramatically underpricing myself. And he helped me, even though I was very hesitant at first and I was very scared, he helped me move my business pricing from $500 a month to over $2,000 a month. And so even without changing anything else, same program, same marketing funnel, same everything else, from $500 to $2,000, I was able to Forex my business. And those limiting beliefs that I had regarding of my clients already say they don't have money, so why would they pay $2,000? Or that I wasn't good enough to charge $2,000 went away because Alex believed in me and because I believed in him because he'd been there, done that. And if it wasn't because I believed that on him, that made me believe in me. And then after positioning the new pricing in my business and seeing that my closing rate didn't go down, and then I was actually making more money, and that within a couple of months, I was able to go from $3,000 a month to $20,000 a month in sales. That was game changer. And if I didn't hire Alex, I wouldn't have gone there because that limiting belief would have got me there and continued to get me stuck. I could have maybe YouTubed some of the marketing strategies that Alex taught me because he helped me implement some stuff that ultimately helped me get that $3K to $20K a month, right? But pricing was one of the biggest ones. And even though that's a simple piece of advice, because I knew and he showed me examples of other coaches that dramatically increased their prices and it didn't affect their closing rate, I now had the proof to believe it, and it made all the difference. So that's an example. Number two, they have very good insights and expertise, right? Again, going back to the theme of the story here, because they've been there and done that, they know shortcuts. You can avoid the trials and errors. So, right, if you see, and if you're part of my community, and if you're not part of my free career coaches community, shameless plug, there's a link here, right? Or you're watching this inside of the community, you see that we give a lot of strategies away. And that's great, but a lot of the things is that if you execute them, you don't have to spend a lot of time in trial and error, right? So for example, I wanted to be a paid speaker and I wanted to be an author, right? And I didn't know how to do this. And I can try to figure this out with trial and error, and it would have taken me 2-3 years to write a book. Try to find someone who's wanting to write a book. And a lot of the people I spoke to had been writing a book for over 2 years, right? But because I had a coach, Frances Rios, right, who had written 4 or 5 books at the time of this, and she was able to mentor me and coach me on how to write a book and become a paid speaker because she's been there, done that, and she gave me the things that work versus the things that don't work, and I just executed her, and I became the best student she's ever had. I was able to write my book in less than 6 months. It took me 3 months to write it and 3 months to promote it, and my book became a bestseller on Amazon in the career space. And that's what's really exciting, because if it wasn't for Frances, I either A, would have never wrote the book, or B, it would have taken me years versus months, because you avoid the pitfalls that you would make if I didn't have someone who's been there and done that. If you're looking to scale your business so that it's more profitable and impactful, and you don't want to spend the years that it takes to build a career coaching business that's predictable and has the right systems and processes, then I invite you to schedule a call with a team to talk about the Career Coaches Accelerator. This program is built specifically for career coaches to help you build a multiple 6-figure and even 7-figure business. We're going to help you with marketing. We're going to help you with sales. We're going to help you with client success and operations and everything that you need to be able to build your profitable, scalable, and impactful business. So if you're vaguely interested, risk-free discovery call to see how you can work with us and help you take your business to the next level. Number 3 reason why you should hire a coach is that you are avoiding the ignorance tax. Look, you don't know what you don't know. And I give you this example of one of the biggest mistakes that I was going to make, that if it wasn't for my coach, Ravi, and again, you guys are seeing, I'm giving you stories with different coaches because I have a percentage of my revenue that I reinvest into coaching. And that is a pitfall of when I was making a career pivot. So as you guys, I had mentioned earlier, I've been a career coach for over 10 years. And during that journey, I wanted to go into business coaching. I wanted to be a business coach for career coaches, just like I am doing. This is why I'm doing this YouTube video. And I was kind of getting burned out of being a career coach. So I really just was super excited because all of last year I was already coaching clients, but it wasn't very public. I was still promoting my career coaching services. But I just was really excited, like most entrepreneurs are, visionary, just go on, A-type personalities. I wanted to just go and share to my LinkedIn, change my LinkedIn with over 100,000 followers and make a public announcement that, hey, I am quitting career coaching and I'm doing only business coaching. And to me, I thought that was going to be a genius play. I thought that was going to help me get a bunch of business coaching clients, and it was going to be the best thing I do for my business. But I remember that I decided to schedule a call with my coach, Ravi. And I said, hey, Ravi, what do you think about this launch strategy, about announcing, about not taking any more clients? What would you do? And I remember Ravi saying to me, man, I'm so glad we're speaking, because that is one of the worst mistakes that you could do in your life. If you were to announce that, how do you think your current career coaching clients will feel? And mind you, at this moment, when I'm having this conversation with Ravi, I have over 400 active career coaching clients that my team and I are servicing. And one of the things that we offer is that if they don't get a job a certain amount of time, they would get their money back. And what was really, I would say, a big mistake that I was going to make, that if it wasn't for Ravi, I would have made, is that he said, how do you think those 400 clients will feel when they feel that you're no longer their priority, and that you're going to go service somebody else? And I was like, but Ravi, like, that's not true. I'm allocating like this many hours a week on my calendar. I'm having office hours. I still have 7 full-time employees managing those. All I am doing is not taking any new clients. Like, nothing's going to change for those clients. I am still going to keep my promise at the end of the bargain and support them until they get a job. And Ravi said, hey, that's great. You know that you're going to do that, but they don't know that. And he's like, Daniel, I did that mistake. When I went from this avatar to this avatar, I had tons of refunds, tons of negative reviews. Even though that clients thought that that's what's going to happen, that perception became their reality, and that affected my business, and I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he said even millions of dollars. And because I had hired Ravi, I avoided making the same mistake that he made, and he saved me tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, maybe $1 million mistake if I would have made that announcement. And instead he said, Daniel, what's the point of you making that announcement? Why not slowly transition? And I have. And that is why when you see my LinkedIn profile now, I am more heavily on business coaching, because the majority of my 400 plus career coaching clients have exited the program, that have gotten jobs, and now the ones that are there already know that I'm doing business coaching, but they already know and feel supported. And I transition it smoothly versus just ripping off the Band-Aid, which was the huge mistake that I was going to make. And that's if I didn't hire a coach. And what's interesting there is because I hired Ravi for a different reason, but that conversation alone paid for the program and more. And the theme that I have here is that I've never hire a coach where I didn't see a return on investment. And I say that not because you wouldn't make that mistake yourself, because I think that there's some really good coaches out there, but there's also not so great coaches out there. But I say that because there's a couple of things that you should know when hiring a coach. And I'm here to say that not all coaches are created equal, not all career coaches are created equal, and this is the criteria on how you should think of when hiring a coach. And this is not something I made up. This is something that I learned from a really good business guru himself, Mr. Alex Hormozi from acquisitions.com. And he mentions this is like the order from 1 to 4 of when you should hire, what is the right coach to hire, when the criteria for choosing the right coach. Number 1, ideal, best, like this is where like the odds of you succeeding with this coach are like 90% plus. That is when you are working with someone who's been there and done that, but has also taught and has at least 3 success stories. And here's why it's really important. 1, someone who's been there, done that. For example, I am a business coach for career coaches. I've been there, done that. For the last 10 years, I've been a career coach. I have successfully built a 7-figure career, $1 million plus career coaching business. I have successfully scaled my team to over 25 employees. I've successfully placed hundreds, if not thousands of people. So I've been there, done that personally myself. But now that I've been a business coach for career coach for over a year now, I also have this success story. So that's a shameful plug, but it wouldn't be fair to me if I didn't actually humbly brag that I have been there, done that. Now that is the best scenario, but here's the downfall. I wouldn't say the downfall. Here's the obstacle with those coaches. because the odds of succeeding are so high, they are generally or rarely the cheapest option. They are not. They're probably the most expensive option, and they should be the most expensive option, or maybe not the most expensive option, but they should be expensive because they're not cheap, because they've already had the success and proving that they can coach others. Now, the second one is someone who's been there, done that, but hasn't taught anybody. So they have the skills to do the business, but haven't taught anybody. The third one is apprenticeship. They have worked underneath a proven leader, and therefore they have firsthand experience on how to do the task. And the fourth is someone who studied how to do that. And it's funny because I think most professors in universities are actually number four. Like most college students are taught by a professor who has learned by studying people who ran businesses, by studying people who've actually done it. And that's why I think college has become a lower return investment than maybe hiring a coach. Like to me, if I have a son or a daughter and they wanted to learn marketing or business, right, I would actually not send them to college. I would actually send them to go work for an entrepreneur for 4 years, or go work for a marketing influencer that has successfully done that. So those are the ways I want you to think about this. And I share all of this because it's super important for you to think about this too when you're getting that pushback from job seekers. Like when you are selling your own programs and job seekers are saying like, I cannot afford this, or why can't I just go work with someone at Career Services, or I'm gonna go do this myself. And this is where you need to explain, especially if you're a career coach in a niche that you've been there, done that, like Samuel Adeinka from Medical Sales, or Spencer, who teaches engineers and he's an engineer himself, or Ellie, who works with IO professionals, but she worked in the IO professional industry, or Kyle, who helps people work in startups, and he worked at Uber and he was one of the first employees there. Those are the best coaches because they've been there, done that, and you can explain to your leads how that is so valuable and how that shortcuts and all the reasons I made this video also applies there. So anyways, super long-winded, close to 20-minute explanations on why you should hire a coach, and all of us should hire a coach when we're trying to achieve. And so if you are a career coach looking to build a more profitable, scalable, and impactful career coaching business, maybe you're at plateaued, making a couple of $1,000s a month and want to get to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month, and need that help, my team and I are taking 3 new clients a month. We are locked in. We can't take any more. So if you are watching this and are interested to just learn more, there's no risk. Schedule a free discovery call with our team. Apply to work with us. We want to learn more about you, your goals, your aspirations. And if my team and I feel like we can help you accomplish the goals that you have for your career coaching business, and we have spots available, we would love to work with you. Again, if you enjoyed these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.